Hey there, it's me, excuse me, Reverend Alicia Leslie from Spirit of Unity Church, and we're doing our daily message in our recovery portion of our post-election condition. Today, we're talking about, don't worry, be happy. Got my happy shirt on. I know. It seems like, how could that be? How could we not worry with all the scary things that we're facing? We're going to talk about that down the road. But right now, it's really important that we not let anybody or anything steal our happiness. We want to be happy. I heard one time, if you got a circumstance, you can, if you're going to pray, don't worry. If you're going to worry, don't pray. Boy, that's a toughie. Can you imagine that? I'm not praying and worrying, but it doesn't make sense to do both because it's one or the other. If we trust God, if we believe everything is right, yes, we pray, and then we move on. Worry is very unhealthy. It's not that you don't want to be aware, but you want to be healthy at the same time. So yes, it's okay to have a concern, to be concerned. Jesus said that he came that we would have life abundant, and this doesn't feel like it. But that's what the plan is, to have abundant life. And that's what I wish for you and for me and for everybody on the planet, right? So we want to be happy, but happy, that's like a prescription, Don't worry, be happy. So we want to be happy in a healthy way. There are many unhealthy ways to be to be happy. One of the things is through escapism. That is not a healthy way to be happy. There's many ways we escape. Sometimes we escape into just watching TV all day. Sometimes we might escape by having a little drink or 10. Sometimes we might want to escape by immersing ourselves in our issues. That's kind of like my type A personality go-to. Try to fix everything. I'm not going to stop worrying until I fix something. I've got to find it. And that's not healthy either. So we've got to remember to inject happiness in everything we do. Where's the happiest place in the world? So they say, it's Disneyland, right? Disneyland is fun. And it has a lot of interesting rides. Some of the things are thrill rides, give you a little scare, but it's just a little scare and everything comes out okay in the end. And it is great to handle your worry with things like, fantasy. You can visit Fantasyland. It's very good, but you cannot live there. When you enter the gates, you have a good old time, you forget your troubles for a while, but you're going to come back out. You're going to come out and face the real world, the world that we live in. If we use escapism in a healthy way, where we're going to go escape, put this all away and go do something in a healthy way, we come back stronger and happier and healthier and more able to face these challenges, right? We want to get to the point where we infuse ourselves with good things. Now, do you like pie? I like pie. I read something the other day, said, what's your favorite kind of pie? It's like, how can I say what my favorite kind of pie is? You name it, I like it. It's pie, it's good. But you cannot live on pie. Well, speaking of pie, pie symbol with all the little wedges in it. You take a piece of paper and you draw it like you're cutting a pie, and each piece of the pie is a part of our life. So we do have time for conscious concern. We have time to be happy. We have time to love, time to work. You see, it's all a part of our life as a whole. And to have a balanced life, every section of the pie should be balanced with the rest of them. Imagine if your pie was all worry and one little sliver of something happy and positive. Like we used to go to my grandmother's house, and if she had a cake or a pie or something, and she said, well, do you want some? And oh, just a sliver. And she would see just how thin she could cut that sliver. That'll learn you to say something like that. But overindulgence never works, no matter what it is, if it's spending, if it's worrying, if it's eating, anything. So we want to be having that little bit of escapism in the pie with the rest of the things we do, right? Okay. We want to know that, hang on a minute, I just lost my mind for a second. Oh, yes. I'll back to worry for a minute. When I was 15 years old, I was sitting in the living room one night, and the news was on, and they talked about the Cuban crisis. I got to tell you, that was scary. And I sat, my uncle was thinking about taking his family and moving up to New Hampshire because it was farther away than Connecticut was to Washington, D.C. and everything. It was really, we were afraid that we were going to be attacked by Cuba. And my dad, I started to cry. And my dad looked at me and he said, honey, what are you crying about? And I said, look, this. And he said, honey, I've seen a lot. And I've been through a lot, and we've all come together, and we have made it through this. And we will make it through this. I didn't necessarily perfectly believe him at that moment. But now, some in and a years later, I thought about it. We've been through, made it through the Cuban crisis, made it through 9/11, made it through Pearl Harbor, World War II, other world wars. We've made it through all these things. So we have to trust God, trust all that is good. We're going to make it through it. Now, we're not just going to sit and pray. I say, well, I prayed, so I'm not going to worry because that's what Reverend Alicia said, you know. No, it's not all about praying. We are to pray and trust and move our feet. So there's more to letting go of your worry than just being happy. But being happy is a critical piece of the pie. Tomorrow, I think we're going to look at fear. So thanks for being with me today. I hope you have a great worry-free night. Find something that makes you happy so you let go of the worry. Go out in the fresh air, day or night. Look around. Look at the beautiful planet we're living on. Look at the stars. It makes us such a small part of this whole picture. Remember that. There is a greater good that is far and behind us. So for tonight, watch your favorite show on TV. Do something good for yourself. Don't worry. Be happy. All righty? Have a great night. And God bless you. And may everything be worry-free. Oopsie.